Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dialogue with Dallas. Now, I have to admit, I love the springtime. It gives me an opportunity to be outside, we have more light. Springtime is an opportunity for things to grow and to blossom and us to think about new beginnings. And for me, it gives me an opportunity to come, sit, reflect, and most importantly, to plan. For many of you know that my team and I, we work with several organizations and leaders around the importance of strategic planning. And for today, I want to talk about planning on purpose because all of us can think of at least one leader or one organization that's doing stuff, but they've not planned on purpose for what they're doing and why they're doing it. So let's talk about this. Why is it important to plan on purpose? One, it's important to plan on purpose because for an organization, it puts them in a better position. What do I mean? You ever thought about a football team or a baseball team or any team just going out into the field without planning? No, and that's not going to happen because in order to win, it requires planning. Yes, the plan may change, but you've done preliminary work up front on purpose. You ever thought about a firefighter? When a firefighter gets up to the scene of a fire, do you think he or she just runs into the fire? While it might appear that way, I guarantee you there's been so much work on the back end to see where the fire is happening, to see how they might get it under control, to see how many other units might need to be involved. That work has been done on the front end on purpose. Number two, planning on purpose allows for everyone within the organization to understand their role. With an organization having 70 to 80% of its budget focused on its people, everyone understanding their role is critical. We don't want people doing things just for the sake of doing things. We don't want 2 or 3 or 4 people doing the exact same thing. We want to make sure that everyone strategically understands what they need to do in order for the organization to be successful, which in turn allows them to be professionally successful as well. But last but not least, it is so important to plan on purpose because that's how true, authentic accountability happens. So goals and results are not going to happen just because we want them to. That's just not going to happen. That's not life. That's just hoping. In order for it to happen, meaning true authentic accountability, we must plan on purpose. Asking ourselves the 3 critical questions when we strategically plan. What is it that we're trying to get done? How might we go about doing it? But most importantly, how we know we've done it well. What are the key performance indicators we're going to hold ourselves accountable for? What are those accountability targets that will measure success for the organization and for each individual department, then ultimately linked to individuals within the organization? That's true planning on purpose. And so I want to hear from you. What are some things that you're doing as a leader or your organization is doing around these 3 critical indicators to ensure that planning happens on purpose and that goals are not just met, but they're crushed? Let's have a conversation about it until we can dialogue again with Dallas.